So, bombshellers, I just want to start in doing some magazines tonight. Nothing new to report, just surviving the days. Um, that's what I would say for Dear Bombshells. So, um, let's get into more of the May 17th, 2021 Woman's World magazine. I did get the new Woman's World magazine today, along with some other magazines, and out of the new magazines that I got, there was only one other magazine to share with you, which is ironic, right? But anyway, let's do on page 28 and 29 is an article, uh, and it says, "You're perfect just as you are," from Wise Words. Beloved for her roles on the hit shows Jag and Army Wives, and now as Cassie Nightingale on Hallmark's Good Witch, Catherine Bell is known for her bright smile, joyful spirit, but like many of us, she's also struggled with fear, worry, heartache, and here are her secrets to finding joy and strength through it all, by Bonnie Siegler. With a few days off from filming Good Witch, Catherine Bell is busy in her kitchen conjuring up a different kind of cooking, whipping up chicken noodle soup, bolognese sauce, and chili to share with her castmates and crew. She explains to Woman's World that this is one of the many things she's learned to love during the pandemic. "It's been good for me to find little things like this to do," Catherine says with a smile. "Finding small activities and moments to be grateful helped me stay hopeful during the difficult, scary moments. And difficult times they have been, both for the world and for Catherine's family. Suddenly everything changed," she recounts. "Like so many kids were kept out of school for exposure, and I could have become unemployed at any moment. It was a lot of tears and worry and emotion for a while. But with her family at home full time," Catherine says one day, she decided to try making lemonade out of lemons. "I started asking, what can we do to make this better?" she says. "We started cooking together, had a lot of great talks, and watched a lot of nostalgic 80 movies. Just staying positive for them helped me stay positive, more positive about life in general, and stronger too." Even with the hopeful start of summer, the 52-year-old admits that it's hard to stay positive at times, but she found out that gratitude helps her move forward. "It's a constant work in progress," she says. "If I start to get discouraged, I remind myself that I'm working, my family is healthy, and that I'm surrounded by people I adore. Difficult situations make us stronger, whether they go well or if they don't. All we can hope is to learn from them and find the good." Here, Catherine's tips for finding her own silver linings and staying happy, healthy, and feeling great. They got a picture to the left. It says, "Do you remember when?" Catherine here with David James Elliott starred on Jag from 1997 to 2005. Catherine's magical new project, with a nod to her magical character in the hit Hallmark series Good Witch, which is set to return for its 7th season on May 16th at 8 o'clock. Catherine has incorporated mystical elements into her Catherine Bell jewelry line. "We have luck charms that we made into wishbone designs, and the evil eye, which my grandmother said keeps away bad spirits," she says. "The fine jewelry is vintage inspired with rubies, emeralds, and diamonds. Learn more at catherinebelljewelry.com. The very first thing she's got down here is Catherine here with the Marines as a benefit for the Toys for Tots finds peace in giving back. Helping joy through helping others, or find joy through helping others. Volunteer work helps me stay happy and grounded no matter what's going on in my life," says Catherine. She shares, "Recently I became a supervisor for a criminal rehab program, Criminin. I don't use my own name, but I help grade the inmates in the different courses they take, like communication, moral code. I write them letters too. They made incredible changes in their lives, and it's a great way to celebrate that positive transition." Number 2. Discover your creative comforts. "I'm an only child who spent lots of time in my room drawing, painting, and reading. So I'm okay with being alone," Catherine shares, "but the pandemic helped me realize that I actually like it." What brings her peace in her solo time? Reading, she cheers. "Right now I'm reading Ruth Bader Ginsburg's autobiography and Widow Bascolet. I also love sketching, so I started doing that again. It's all about finding simple things that bring you joy." Another picture here, it says Catherine with her kids Ronan and Gemma to the right. "Find stress with a happy routine. I'm Love going for walks in nature, says Catherine for her routine stress reducer. Just going outside, looking at nature's beauty helps me. Another worry slasher, hot baths. I add lavender, Epsom salt. It stimulates your liver so the toxins leave the body and relaxes the muscles. Giggles always helped in finding the stress department too. I love funny videos. My kids and I will watch some before bed and laugh. That's right, always a wonderful way to turn in for the night. Number 4, boost self-confidence with self-love. Sometimes I have to remind myself that it's okay to stay in my sweats watching TV in my downtime. Catherine reveals, tomorrow I'll find my moment to get dressed and put on a little blush, but it's all about finding your balance and being okay with you. Regardless of whether you're washed your hair or put on your makeup, you're perfect the way you are. Number 5, catalog the good. Catherine is here with her, grateful for her father, Peter. In my life, I think we get more than what we pay attention to, Catherine says. So I choose to put my attention toward things that are bright, positive, and hopeful. In fact, Catherine's father recently sent her a gratitude journal to keep her in the light. I write something in it every day, like how grateful I am to have hot water. It's made me realize that there are so many little things to be grateful for, and that list grows daily. Number 6, feel great with guilt-free exercise. Some days I don't feel like exercising, but I won't make myself feel bad for it, Catherine laughs. But when I do work out, I just love to put on a video at home. There are so many things you can do. I have resistant bands and a slider I put on the floor and a slide from side to side. It's just light exercise to help me keep feeling moving and great. Okay. Next article is on page 42. It's Easy Summer Living. Picnic ready in minutes. Our tricks will make your alfresco day in the sun even more fun and relaxing. Make bugs bug off with a citrus defense. The most pesky picnic infiltrators, ants. They hate the smell of citrus. It's easy to create a bug-free perimeter by dotting a corner of your blanket with a bit of citrus essential oil, and then keep flies from crashing your party. Simply cut a lemon into quarters, poke a few cloves into the fleshy part of the wedge, and place the wedge on a couple of plates. Flies hate both the scent of citrus and spice, so the combination will make them buzz off fast. Also smart is the pack battery-operated fans. The steady breeze will keep you cool and shoo flies and mosquitoes away. Keep food fresh with frozen bottles. To ensure your snacks stay fresh, simply put a few water bottles in the freezer a couple hours before your picnic, suggests Kaisha Harris, chef and food expert at the Spruce Eats. They'll double as ice blocks to keep your food chilled and temperature safe in your cooler, she says. And when you reach your picnic spot, your drinks will still be cold. Plus, the, quote, ice bottles, end quote, conserve the cooler space since you won't need to include extra ice packs. It's a genius. Clean your hands with soap before you go. Before you leave for your picnic, fill an empty bottle of tap water, add a few squirts of liquid hand soap, and shake it up, says Evite, the event specialist Casey Martinez. This works better than hand sanitizer to remove dirt, grease, and grass stains. Outsmart damp ground with double-duty bags. The morning was a little wet, but now the sun is shining. To keep dry at your picnic spot, just lay a few garbage bags on the ground before putting down your blanket. The bags will create a waterproof barrier so your blanket won't get wet from the damp ground, says Andrea Schlockner, the co-author of cookbook The Picnic. When you're done, you can use the bags for cleanup. Get your cooler ready fast with baking soda deodorizer. Because coolers are designed to be airtight, they can develop a musty odor over time. Banish the smells easily by sprinkling a generous amount of baking soda inside your cooler and let it sit closed overnight, says Slockner. The next day, take it outside, wipe it down with a little white vinegar to further deodorize it. That's a neat tip, isn't it? We have a picnic basket in the basement. We've never used it, but my grandma, when Sears was here, I remember telling her that we need to get that picnic basket, and she's like, well, yeah, if you want to go on a date with your honey bunch, and she'd always call whoever I was with either honey bunch or honey or something. It was always some weird kind of name. She says, you need that picnic basket so you can pack it up and surprise him. And I said, well, okay, so it's still in the basement, but I've never been one much for surprises. Okay, there's a lady here. It looks like she might be at a bookstore because there's a person behind the bookstore, and it says, "Shouldn't the diet books be thinner?" It's a little cartoon on page 47. I like to read um, good stories to you, and when they spirit lift you up, like it says, I think it's something that we all could use. So, 7 days of inspiration. Take one and feel great all week. Day 1. You are a hero in your life story and then someone else's. Day 2. All you need to get an angel's attention is faith. Day 3. Every dream is powered by a force that you have in abundance, hope. Day 4. Joy has no wait list. Day 5. There's a kind of beauty that cannot fade. Your kind. Day 6. Something wonderful is about to unfold. Day 7. You make things better just by showing up. And now we're going to do the My Guardian Angel, where the readers share their stories of divine intervention. Four-legged comfort. Woman's World reader Christine Carowes was mourning the loss of her beloved dog when God sent her comfort in the sweetest way, she writes. Our beloved English bulldog Mabel had just turned 12. Oh my goodness, that's the same age Sam was. Being empty nesters for some time, she was our pride and joy. Since my husband's retirement, we have taken off from the cold Wisconsin winters, and this year was no different. We had rented a house in Florida by the beach with a nice backyard for Mabel. Shortly after arriving, I saw a small, scruffy gray dog roaming the neighborhood. Every time I looked out, there he was. He would never come close, looked frightened, and was very dirty. One of the neighbors informed me that he was, quote, dropped off, end quote, by a van, and his name was Rocky. But that was all anyone knew about him. He apparently lived under the cars and motorhomes, and various people would leave food out for him. He would wait until everyone was far enough away to run up and grab something. I called the Humane Society, but they couldn't find him. Sometimes he would come close to the house just to sit and stare at Mabel on the other side of the screen. After we had been there about 2 weeks, we noticed Mabel was having trouble breathing. The vet took x-rays and sadly informed us that she had a growth. Just a week later, she was gone. The day we picked up her ashes was hard. We decided to go to the beach to sit quietly and reflect. As we headed to the beach, I turned and saw Rocky trotting behind us. He had never ventured out of the neighborhood or followed anyone before. We placed our chairs on a deserted portion of the beach, and Rocky ran circles around our chairs and then sat down next to us. This was incredible. We cried and sat together, the three of us, and after about 20 minutes, Rocky got up and trotted away. We never saw him again, and I genuinely believe that God placed Rocky with us at that time for comfort and to let us know that Mabel was still with us. Angel expert Kyle Gray says, not only do all dogs go to heaven, many also come from heaven. I believe that pets are often angels in fur. I love this story as it is a testament that the love we share with loved ones, animals included, lives on and has the power to create miracles. I believe Mabel sent Rocky to Christine and her husband that day to let them know she was okay and that her spirit will live on in new ways. Angels are always on hand to come to us in times of sorrow and will bring us gentle, loving reminders that our loved ones are with us. Okay, moving forward. Circle of kindness. Readers share little reminders of how much goodness there is in the world. I really appreciated his help. My husband likes to mow his lawn using a push mower for his exercise. I applauded his commitment until he broke his foot. Suddenly I was the one walking behind the mower. One day I wistfully listened to the familiar sound of the neighbor's riding lawnmower. Then I noticed that the mower sounded louder than usual. I looked outside and our neighbor was mowing our lawn. Our neighbor mowed our lawn for the next several weeks while my husband recuperated. I repaid him with cookies, but that small token barely reflected my appreciation for his help. Margaret Burlingame from Indianapolis. There are still nice people in the world. Our family recently went out to dinner. When we were almost finished with our meal, I let the waitress know that she could bring the check, to which she said, "Your bill has already been paid." My mouth just about dropped in shock, and we were all just sat there in silence for a minute. "Yes," the waitress said, smiling, "there are still nice people in the world." We were so thankful. We told her how that was really kind of whoever did that for us. She said she wanted to remain anonymous, but we were so grateful for their kindness. Victoria Pontus from Dowagiac, Michigan. Strangers came to my rescue. I was on my way to the doctor when the car suddenly started losing power. I was able to get to the side of the busy road before it died. Soon a tow truck pulled up, and the driver said he had to make a stop, but before he came back. After waiting for an hour, a young couple pulled up. The man asked to take a look under the hood, and he figured out problem, but couldn't fix it. Just then another car with some young men came by, and they got together and pushed my car into the gas station up ahead. The young couple drove me home, and I found out they were not local and actually went out of their way. I will be forever grateful to all those strangers who came to my aid. Laura Harmon from Marengo, Illinois. Okay. Page 50. A moment for you. You have so much to take pride in. It can be easy to focus more on what's going wrong, quote unquote, than right, but in every life there are accomplishments, big and small, including wisdom, gains, goals reached, and lives touched. Celebrate all that you've done and who you become, someone incredible. A 5-minute romance, because we know that most romances last about 5 minutes. Love is a Cakewalk is the title of this. When a handsome stranger stops into her bakery, J.C. never expects the sweet treat that his visit has in store for her. J.C.'s heart skidded to a stop at the handsome cowboy peering at her cake display. Warm brown eyes matched curly hair topped with a suede hat, and J.C. could feel herself blush as he looked her up, meeting her in the eye with a smile. "Can I help you?" she asked, heart pounding. "He's too cute to be unattached," she chided herself. "Plus, you just went through a breakup. Are you that desperate to get hurt again?" "Do you have anything with pink frosting and daisies?" he asked hopefully. An odd request. "Special occasion?" J.C. asked, scanning her cakes. He nodded. "It is to her." He flushed. "It's not her birthday or anything. I just wanted to make her smile." J.C.'s heart sank. There was indeed a quote-unquote her. And Mr. Cowboy here wanted to make her smile to boot. "I'll look in the back," she said tightly. Opening the freezer, she forced her breathing to slow. "Calm down," she whispered, grabbing a cake from the shelf. "This is your dream shop, and it's full of inventory that has an expiration date." Popping open the cake box, a pre-ribbon basket made of frosting with fondue daisies and buttercups spilling over the top, J.C. sighed, trying to squash the thought that should just come to her. "I wish he was buying me this cake to make me smile." "Perfect," the cowboy said, peering at the box as he returned with the cake. Reaching for it, his hand brushed hers, and a tingle warmer than the sun through the shop window climbed her arm. "What do you want written on it?" she asked, meeting his eyes breathlessly. "Right for my Emma," he said. "Right," J.C. reminded herself. He attached, "Stop engaging." The man leaned in to watch her swirl the letters atop the frosting, the smell of his aftershave making her heart skip. "It's my spin on the good old bouquet of flowers." J.C. tried to keep her smile even as he continued. "It's been 5 years since I've seen her. There was not a bakery here then," he said, a questioning twinkle in his eyes. "Oh, that figures. I just opened 3 weeks ago," J.C. beamed. "I'm Jake," the stranger beamed back. His smile did more than dazzle and sent her nerves into overdrive. "I think Emma and I will be your best customers." "J.C.," she said, handing him the receipt while swallowing hard at the mental picture of Jake sashaying in with Emma. "Do you deliver?" he asked suddenly. "I think if you left the cake on her doorstep before I arrive, Emma would be thrilled." J.C. didn't deliver, but she agreed. "Anything to make Jake stay longer. Parker Drive, second house on the left," he said, pressing a bill into her hand, his fingers lingering for a minute before he said goodbye. An hour later, J.C. flipped the close sign on the door as she wondered aloud about delivering the cake to Emma. "She's probably gorgeous and perfect," she grumbled. The knot in her throat tightened as she pulled up to the address. It was such a shame. Jake was the first guy she actually been attracted to since forever. The doorbell lightly chimed at her touch. The smell of the lavender greeted her as the door opened, and a petite woman threw it wide open with an equally wide smile. "Emma?" J.C. said. "Jake remembered," the old woman cried. "It's so sweet of you to bring it. He told me someone was delivering it this afternoon. Please come in. For the next hour, Emma regaled J.C. with stories of how she and her husband Archie had met, and the sweet treats he left on her front porch when he was courting her. It's our anniversary. It would have been 60 years today. She patted J.C.'s hand with a glimmer in her eye. Archie was thoughtful, just like my nephew, Jake. Keepers, both of them. The next morning, J.C. was wiping the display case when Jake walked in the arms laden with cascade of daisies and roses. Since you're such an accomplished baker, I could hardly buy you a cake, he grinned, so I went with the beautiful flowers for a beautiful lady. What do you think? Blushing, J.C. took the flowers as Jake wrapped her in a hug. Leaning into his warm embrace, J.C. couldn't help but laugh. Wait, you'll smash the flowers. Oh, I'll just buy more, as many as it takes to get you to go out with me, he smiled. His eyes were twinkling. Now about those other baked goods. Emma said to get 2 of everything. J.C. beamed. Emma was right. Right, her nephew is a keeper. Cher Tom is the author. Okay, we have those horoscopes. Running a little late this week, but better late than never. For the week of Sunday, May 16th to Saturday, May 22nd by Marissa Brown. If you're a Taurus, April 20th through May 20th, on the 17th, you're going to feel like getting out of your comfort zone. Learning new skills can be empowering. Come the 20th, you'll enjoy a burst of confidence related to money making. Trust your gut to lead the way. Your lucky days are May 17th, 20th, and 21st. Your lucky numbers are 2, 9, and 11. If you're a Gemini, it's May 21st through June 20th. Bring your creativity to the table. On a project on the 19th, respected or co-workers could offer you a round of applause. On the 21st, channel your energy into a bold move that could make your personal goals a reality. Your lucky days are May 19th, May 20th, and May 22nd. Your lucky numbers 1, 2, and 10. If you're a Cancer, that's June 21st through July 22nd. You'll find it easy to initiate talks with loved ones on the 16th. What you share can bolster your bond, and from the 18th on, you'll spend time taking walks, journalizing, meditating. Solo time like this can be especially restorative now. Your lucky days, May 16th, May 17th, and May 20th. Your lucky numbers are 8, 12, and 17. If you're a Leo, that's July 23rd through August 22nd. Research habits to boost balance in your everyday life on the 17th. Whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve. Around the 20th and on, collaborate with friends on a shared goal. Teamwork can turn a dream into a reality. Your lucky days, May 16th, May 17th, and the 22nd. Your lucky numbers 6, 10, and 11. If you're a Virgo, August 23rd through September 22nd. You'll feel inspired to brainstorm future travel or learning experiences on the 20th. Even planning to break your routine feels enlivening on the 21st. Trust your intuition and address the ongoing emotional issue. You'll soar. Your lucky days, May 17th, 20th, and 21st. Your lucky numbers 5, 9, and 14. If you're a Libra, September 23rd through October 22nd, a craving for eye-opening experiences hit around the 17th. Consider reading a new book or taking an online course. Then put your nose to the grindstone to check off your to-do list on the 22nd. You're going to feel self-assured. Your lucky days are May 18th, 21st, and 22nd. Your lucky numbers are 2, 5, and 9. If you're a Scorpio, that's October 23rd through November 21st. Work closely with a coworker on a project on the 18th. Together, you're going to make impressive progress. Then surface-level talks with loved ones won't cut it from the 20th on. Explore deep subjects to bring you even closer. Your lucky days are May 16th, 17th, and 20th. Your lucky numbers are 3, 7, and 8. A Sagittarius, which is November 22nd through December 21st. Making tweaks to your daily routine gives you more head space for your project that truly speaks to your art on the 16th. And come the 19th, spending time connecting with a dear friend is exactly what you need. Go for it. Your lucky days, May 17th, May 19th, and May 22nd. Your lucky numbers, 2, 6, and 16. Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. It's time to take money-making project to the next level on the 19th. Taking small pragmatic steps makes for success. From the 20th on, you'll find more joy in everyday routines. More walks or gardening can boost your vitality. Your lucky days are May 19th, 20th, and 21st. Your lucky numbers 2, 6, and 15. If you're an Aquarius, which is January 20th through February 18th, on the 17th, take time out from the daily grind. Self-reflection can make transformative formative experience, and from the 21st on, expressing yourself comes naturally. Take advantage by sharing what's in your heart. Your lucky days, May 20th, 21st, 22nd. Your lucky numbers, 5, 12, and 14. If you're a Pisces, February 19th through March 20th, you'll find yourself having a deep conversation with friends or co-workers on the 20th. You'll come away feeling even more self-aware on the 22nd. Spending time with loved ones close to your home will feel rejuvenating, so dive in. Your lucky days will be May 16th, 17th, and 22nd. Your lucky numbers will be 3, 4, and 11. If you're an Aquarius, which is March 21st through April 19th, research a potential money-making plan on the 19th. What you learn could prove eye-opening, and from the 21st on, schedule is sure to be even busier than usual. Connecting with friends feels intellectually stimulating and exciting. Your lucky days, May 18th, 19th, and 22nd. Your lucky numbers, 2, 3, and 10. You deserve good things. Today is rich with treasures. Today you have the past to draw strength from and the future to look forward to. Today you have something to give thanks for and something to hope for. Today you have possibilities and potential, choices and chances, all for you and all are free. Everyday hero, proof that it only takes one person to make a difference. We have a couple of pictures here. I'll do anything to ensure my students are safe, says Principal Throgmorton at the front. And it says Principal Janet Throgmorton stepped in as a school bus driver. There's another picture here. School Principal Janet Throgmorton hung up her phone trying to digest what she had just heard. Oh, got to go back up forward to the front. It's a joy to be able to help our kids. When elementary school principal Janet Throgmorton found herself 2 bus drivers short due to COVID-19, she stepped in and drove her students to and from school and inspired her whole community in the process. 2 of our bus drivers have COVID-19, she said to herself, so we're down 3 drivers. It was solemn news for the Fancy Farm, Kentucky educator. The transportation system in her rural school district had been struggling for years, but this new obstacle in the midst of a pandemic, Janet knew she needed to come up with a creative way to get her students to and from school. Making her way around the halls to check on her teachers and students who had just resumed in-person learning weeks earlier, Janet was heartened to see their smiling faces as she tried to make some sense of what to do. To her, that was the most important thing, that the kids were happy and safe, and that's when it hit her. 3 years before, when she was trying not to go over budget on the cost of field trips, Janet had gotten her commercial driver license so she could drive the kids herself. This is no different than a field trip, she mused. I can drive the students until our drivers get back. And that afternoon, as she opened the doors of the big yellow bus to chauffeur her students home, Janet was greeted with a crowd of shocked smiles. "You're driving us, Miss Janet?" one younger asked. "And do you even know how?" Closing the door, Janet smiled. "I'm going to try." From that day on, in early January, Miss Janet driven her students to and from school, and the parents and the school staff embraced that new role with delight. They admit that this isn't the first time Principal Throgmorton has stepped in to help when there's been such a need. In fact, Janet is well known for stepping in to act as a teacher, tech guru, and even a cafeteria aide when needed. But her most recent foray as a school bus driver has inspired her community to follow her example, and when the school didn't have enough child-side masks for kids to wear after reopening, the local church donated hundreds for the kids, and the local bank gave lanyards so they wouldn't get lost. That's what Janet inspires, says one parent. She would do anything for the kids. She would just want to make you do for others as she does for you. For Janet, it's all a part of her overall mission. We're willing to do whatever it takes to ensure our kids are safe, loved, and learning, she smiled. I value being able to connect with my students to serve them and their families in this way. A smile and a wave from a bus door can do wonders to brighten someone's day. It's a joy to be able to do that. The author is Alexandria Pollock. Love and laughter. I always love these cute little pictures. Static hair don't care. Mr. Oliver is 1 year old, submitted by his great Aunt Becky Durbin from Ohio. Unicorns are real. Hadley is a 5-year-old, and she's painting, it looks like a unicorn, but it's a horse with a horn on it. And it says, submitted by grandmother Janice Nash from Illinois. There's a woman and a man. The man's delivering, it looks like flour to the front door. I said you were never to bring me flowers anymore. And he's got a bag of flour, Flour. We got two dogs watching TV. It says those chew sticks come in 3 great flavors: tennis shoe, purse, and table leg. We've got a golden retriever. It says ready for walkies, submitted by Linda Whitaker from Santee, California. A wonderful quote that says the biggest adventure you can take is to live your life of your dreams. Oprah Winfrey. We have a 6-week-old baby, Midas, and he's snug as a bug in a rug with his little head on this bed. And it says, submitted by Mother Denise Lowe from South Carolina. There is a cute, adorable little 1-year-old. Her name is Zoe, submitted by Mother Jessica Berry from Michigan. And it says, let's get a move on. And she's talking with a little calf and a big mama cow. The cows are behind the fence, and she's got her sunglasses on, her hair in like a little Pebbles ponytail, and a cute little pink shirt with her cute little pink glasses. It's adorable. Okay, that takes care of the Woman's World, May 17th, 2021. I never thought we were going to get through it, I'll be honest with you. I will try and do one more. We'll probably get a start going to the next magazine, because I have not worked out in a while, and tonight I feel like working out. So we'll get a good start going to the next magazine, which will probably be the next Woman's World that just got here today, because I want to definitely get through all of these before Saturday. I know we're only on Monday. You're going to say, Donna, you have time. But I'm just wanting to get through all the magazines and share all these amazing articles with you so that you don't feel left out. And I hope that the articles that I don't share with you, that it makes you want to go out and buy these magazines, makes you want to read these magazines for yourself. You won't be disappointed. So thank you for tuning in for Women's World, May 17th, 2021. We've got more magazine yet to come, so don't you go nowhere.